YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here. I'm going to do a live battle on Warhammer 2 just so you all can kind of see what it's like. I want to play the High Elves. He switched the High Elves. I'll see if he'll switch. I don't want to do a Civil War, honestly. I'll switch if he doesn't, but I'd really kind of like to play the High Elves because I haven't played him much yet. Come on, switch. Alright, I don't like mirror matchups, so I'm going to be the one who switches. Let's get, Sara Soul Blood, I don't need that ability. Okay, let's get a Sara Scar Veteran. Okay, abilities, we'll get rid of that one because we don't need it. The challenge we're going to have is kind of what army that the High Elf player decides to bring. I think I'm going to bring some of these solar engines. Let me think about what I want to do here. Let's get a couple Saurus Warriors with shields, couple without. A couple Saurus Spears to help out if we need them on the flank. A couple of Cold One Riders. We don't have any magic. It's going to be a pretty small army too. Let's get the Skink Priest. Improved power recharge. If nothing else, then for just the Doom Flock should be handy. Yeah, that's a very cheap way to get Doom Flock, so I'm good with that. I didn't end up with any solar engines. Let's see what he's saying real quick. He's saying good luck, have fun. I'm trying to think, like, I could trade the Cold One Spear Riders and go for the solar engines, which gives me a ranged advantage. This map, though, looks a little uneven, and there's quite a bit of forest, so I may just steer clear of that and try and just bring some extra skinks to bolster my numbers. Just trying to think for a second. If he has a lot of skirmishers, I do have Cold One Spear Riders. How about we drop a couple Saurus Warriors? Take this. And then Cold One Spear Riders. Feral Cold Ones. Let's get a couple of Feral Bastillodons. There we go. Feel a little bit better about that setup. So if he has a big dragon or something, the two Carnosaurs together should be good. And we'll use Lore of Beast with Doomflock to just try and tear apart whatever infantry or archers we can catch in a blob. But we don't have a lot of magic, so we're relying on heavy hitting here. And our Bastillodons are going to be our only option to try and punch through his line and get to archers if he has archers. Yeah, there's a little bit of terrain in the center of this map and quite a lot of woods. Alright, we've got our spears on the flank. Got a pretty good rush line set up here. Skinks missed with Saurus warriors. Take our skink priest right in here and some Saurus warriors to kind of keep him safe. I'm going to keep my Cold One Riders behind the spears at the moment just in case we run into something like Dragon Princes. Then I think right inside the skinks, that's where I'm going to put my Feral Bastiladons. So that the skinks that don't hit very hard, they've got the Bastiladons right behind them. And then we got Krokgar right behind these skinks. So we've got all of our skinks backed up with something stronger. And our Saurus warriors are going to be a little more capable. If my opponent went heavy on like elite infantry, hopefully we'll do okay because we have the Bastiladons. But we'll just kind of see. If he has cavalry, I have to use my spears to support properly. He may not want to deploy down in this spot. If he deploys up in the forest, though, if he brings archers or anything, it's not going to help him there. It's going to deploy like this. Okay. Okay, he's got a high mage. I can see 2 dragons. That could be problematic because he's going to have breath attacks there, and I don't have any missiles to pull him down. Good thing is he spent so much on these Phoenix Guard and other things that we might be able to do this. But yeah, the breath attacks are going to be painful, and there's very precious little that we can do about it. Yep, there it comes. That's going to hurt. Let's just keep rushing forward. Okay, does he have cavalry? I don't see cavalry. Woo! That was not the best shot, fortunately for me. Okay, let's take Krokgar out of this group. Okay, I'm gonna bring my Saurus warriors forward, but I'm gonna keep my Cold One Riders back. Bastiladons. Okay, his spell was kind of wasted there. Group those guys up into 3, 2, 3. We should kind of overwhelm at least one of the flanks. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. He's only got so many breath attacks left. Let's come do some damage with Krokgar. I'm gonna keep these Cold One Riders back here. Ooh, that's gonna hurt too. But he may have gotten some of his own guys too. Let's see if we can get some terror going over here. Okay, his dragon's getting ready to come down, I think, so we'll keep an eye on that. Come on, get out of there. Okay, go get his dragon. We're gonna go try and pick that dragon up. Oh, we haven't been using our skink priest, my bad. Okay, come get the dragon. Come back through the lines. Okay, the dragon pulled through, so he's trying to stay away from me with his dragons, which is exactly what he should do. Oh dang, we lost our Feral Stegodon back here. That's not good. Okay, his dragon got right back up into the air. Move, move, move! Let's keep cycle charging this Phoenix Guard. We're actually just kind of slowly losing because his infantry line is holding up just fine. Gosh dang it, those breath attacks. He's slowly pulling apart my riders, which is not good. Okay, if he wants this fight, I'll try and take this fight. Stay on him. Gosh dang it. Keep that dragon on the ground. Let's try and pin this dragon. If we can get rid of the dragons, we'll start to have a chance. There we go. Now that dragon's in trouble. But we do have Phoenix Guard chasing in right behind us. So we're going to pay the price for this. Skink Priest. Alright, get our cavalry away from that. Let's get our Feral Stegodon over here. Just ignore the... Unfortunately, that dragon lived. Stegodon, get those Lothern Sea Guard. He's got some of his units kind of spread out. Let's take these guys out. He's got another dragon back here in the back. Let's just use this opportunity to see if we can get through some of his infantry and free up some of ours. We definitely don't want our Cold One Riders to go berserk, because that would hurt us. Okay, his dragon's back on the ground over here. Let's go see if we can get to it. Let's keep our Cold One Riders closer to our leaders so they don't get singled out. He's got a couple of units back here. Let's move him in, especially the Skink Priest. I want to use some Doom Flock on those. Let's see if we can mop up this spot in the center real quick. We did some damage with the Skink Priest on the Phoenix Guards. So that puts us in better shape. We're going to rout these Spearmen. Let's get our infantry regroup. Regroup everything. Skink Priest, where you at, buddy? Okay, let's use the Skink Priest to heal himself a little. What's he firing at off over here? Get all our infantry back together. He's still got his 2 dragons. Let's take out these regrouped Sea Guard. I don't think these Phoenix Guard really want to fight that. Let's actually not get our Skink Priest into that. We gotta get this dragon over here. Not the best angle to charge that from. Let's get our cavalry back out of there. Okay, now we can bring the Skink Priest back up a little. Tore through there. Let's try and come close the door on all this. Get that dragon. There we go. Kill the Lord. Kill it. Yes! Okay, we might be able to turn this around. Do we have enough magic on our Skink Priest? Yes, we do. Doom Flock. Oh, crap. I cast it in the wrong spot. We didn't get those Phoenix Guard. Oh, well. Turn around. Come get the Phoenix Guard. Everybody hammer the Phoenix Guard. Except for the Cold One Riders. Get away. That one unit of Phoenix Guard is going to be tough to break. Right out here. Get him. Get him. He shouldn't have landed. He should not have landed. I can still heal Krokgar as well. So I'm feeling pretty good. Okay, he's going to get away right there. That's fine. Let him go. Let's get over here and break these Phoenix Guard. Because they're destroying our infantry. And I mean destroying. Our Skink Priest got routed as well. That's not ideal. These Phoenix Guard are holding out like beast. That Skink Priest, when I cast the Doomflock in the wrong spot, that was a huge mistake. He's got a unit of Phoenix Guard back here that he needs badly. I'm going to keep cycle charging the Phoenix Guard he does have. There we go. Oh yeah, just landed a super big hit on his dragon, so we're going to carry the day. Sweet. Wizardman versus High Elf. Win. Okay. So let's talk through the key units that managed to pull us through that. So our Bastillodons did very little in that battle. You can see his Phoenix Guard was tough as nails, and I think they were the ones that kind of pulled apart my Bastillodons. What I should have done was kept the Bastillodons away from the Phoenix Guard and focused more on his unarmored spearmen and archers, and then we could have been in better shape. His dragons did some damage for sure because of that breath attack. You can see he was focused on my Cold One Spear Riders, and there's a reason. You saw every time he landed, I attempted to use those Cold One Riders to pin him down, but the good thing for me was with a Scar Veteran and the Saurus Old Blood, it was going to be really hard for him to spend much time on the ground with those dragons and be successful, because not only did he have to deal with the 2 dragons, he was going to have to deal with the 2 Cold Ones, so it's no doubt why he was hitting them with the breath attack. So that kind of makes sense why he made that choice. I'm actually pretty impressed. These Skinks did well. These Saurus Warriors did okay in the end. This one even picked up a Chevron. So not bad performance. The Skink Priest, although I screwed up a couple of the Doomflocks and waited a little too long, the Doomflock should have been focused on the Phoenix Guard. His Spearmen were never really a threat. So I should have focused the Doomflock on his Phoenix Guard every single time, because that's the easy way to get kills on those units. Let's go take a look at some of the key units from that battle from both sides. So if we take a look at High Elves, his Phoenix Guard here, let's take a look at them. They have physical resistance of 30%, which explains why they can take such a savage beating, and that's all the more reason why that Skink Priest would have been important, because Doomflock is not physical damage, it's magical, and it would have helped us pull apart these Phoenix Guard much faster. They cause fear, they have expert charge defense, which means that they brace against anything, infantry or cavalry, as long as they're braced there, and then they get this extra martial mastery here, which is pretty darn big deal. So the High Elves, whenever they're in good shape, beginning of battle will be very strong. So that Phoenix Guard, that's why those guys played such a clutch role in that battle. And if we take a look over at my units, in terms of what ended up being useful for me, again, the Skink Priest, very cheap way for me to pull in and get just Doomflock. So that right there, 402, I get a unit that has an Encourage aura, and I can use it to pull apart high tier infantry, so that's why he was handy. When on the other hand, I knew that my Saurus Old Blood and my Scar Veteran on their Carnosaurs were going to be anti-armor and anti-large. So it gives me, so the High Elves dragons are one of the scariest things they can bring that you can face, and so that's why I brought these two guys the way I did, because if those dragons want to land, we're going to make them pay for it. That was interesting though, because I underestimated what those Phoenix Guard could do to me in combat, and clearly they are a very tough unit. The real downside to the Phoenix Guard is exactly what I just said. Magic, missiles, they do have physical resistance, but anything that's magic is going to really hurt these guys, because they won't have any of that resistance to it. And of course, you know, with the Cold One Riders and Spears, we could have tried to handle something like Dragon Princes, so that's kind of why I chose what I did. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. Appreciate MSI sponsoring, and I appreciate you being here for all these videos. I love making them for you. It's a lot of fun. I'm having fun learning this new game. I hope you're enjoying it too. I can't wait to get more battles and get back from this trip so I can spend some more time with you on here. HeirofCarthage signing out.